Forgot all about it. We were fighting an undead Lord of Skulls.
Well, he has to be almost dead from all those scorching rays.
Wait. You got Scorching Raid?
I mean, there's like 20 scorching rays in chat.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And a Fist of Fury, apparently. Someone was punching him up a lot while I was gone. Yeah, it looks like Ripple was testing out some macros. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. Calgrod was depressed. And
Yep,
Tal
I
was
was.
chasing the Lord around.
There's no hope. We're not getting out of there.
And Riven dispelled the thing. Alright, it's all coming back to me.
They killed Dija.
Or Deja. Alright, so I think that one of our players is running late, right?
Yeah, I
Durano.
saw. I think it's Ripple.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Duranu's here. Welcome, Duranu.
Oh, Darren.
I don't
Oh,
care.
Darren.
I'm calling him by his other character's name if he refuses to change
Okay.
it in
Okay.
Discord.
Cool. Hi.
At least when I'm in Discord. When I switch over to Roll20, I'll switch over to his character's name for this game. Which is Riven. No, Ripple. Ripple.
No, Ripple.
Ripple. Alright, looks like the adventurers have assembled. So let's see. Tal, it would be your turn to scribe if you're okay with that.
Yeah, sure.
And Riven, do you want to give us a quick recap of last game?
Yeah. All right. So last game started in a fight. We won. Then we, as Calgrod investigated, he saw some cracks in the ceiling, which Ripple enlarged and flung rocks at, causing it to cave, calling the ceiling to cave down for that entrance, but not before he saw something move and vanish. Then right behind him, something grabbed him, dragged him away, which Ripple then banished to the material plane forever. Then he created an illusionary double of himself to go scout. He saw a load of Shadowkai elf zombies, skeletons, and a three-headed skull guy who wanted to do magic. After a little bit of a rest for Riven and Ripple, and a little bit of watching through Deja, we then decided to go and attack him. And another fight kicked off. And Calgrod got affected by hopelessness. Yeah.
Calgrod is a bit depressed at the moment, but he's working through it. He's got some counseling, and he's getting back on his feet slowly but surely. All right, so let's pick it up at the Skull Lord's turn. So, the Skull Lord, what was he doing? I think he was about to zap Riven, if I remember correctly.
No, he wasn't. No!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
But I'm a little fairy.
You are. Question is, what was he going to use on you? Let me see. Da, da, da. Just give me one moment. I'm getting back into the mind of a spellcaster.
He was going to use vicious mockery.
He doesn't have vicious mockery.
Oh well, you can't use it then.
All right. He is going to cast a spell. And yeah, so he starts chanting as his three heads are casting a spell. And he is going to, let me just check, because I think the three heads did something for this. Maybe not. Alright, so he casts a spell pointing over at Riven. And is it not working? Oh, because I clicked the wrong thing. Riven, I need a wisdom save, please. Oh, alright. So the magics affect you. Let's see. So you are going to oh, that's right. This had the multiple things. Alright, so you're gonna fall unconscious. So you suddenly fall unconscious as he casts the spell, and that is gonna be it for him. Ripple.
Okay.
So
Let's
you're
go there,
flying
then.
around the cave in darkness.
Yeah.
Your darkness spell.
Still something on me. Still can't see anything. And B. Cool. I'm going to use my action to dismiss. Oh.
So you come upon a bunch of dead zombies in the cave
Yeah,
as you're flying through the passage. Looks like they were torn up by some sort of radiant energy.
I'll use my action to dismiss Greg because he's out of range and is pointless down there. I will then bonus action pull Riven closer to me 5 feet.
Alright.
How far is that? You can do it.
So his body kind of drags along the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that is it for the round. So, Calgrod, what are you going to do?
I'm still feeling hopeless. I'm trying to remember on what I was concentrating on. I have a sanctuary weapon out, I remember, but I don't see anything I would be concentrating.
Was you concentrating on Sanctuary so he can't hit you?
Is that a concentration spell?
Sanctuary, I don't believe is. I know you had the weapon. Your
yeah,
but that's not concentration either.
So I may have put that for Sanctuary. I do have Sanctuary on. I remember.
I don't think Sanctuary is concentration. It's just a minute.
Alright, so I am going to. So what is that thing here? Is that like a hole or?
That is a part of the ceiling that isn't completely stable.
Alright, so I'm going to stay kind of as clear as possible from it.
You would guess thunder damage or thunder energy might cause a cave in there.
Alright, so I'll move next to him and try to reach for leniency in this hopeless situation.
Alright.
But that's pretty much I'm dodging, and that's it.
Alright, so you move up to him, taking the dodge action.
Uh-huh.
Ribbon is asleep. Tal.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on Kalgrod
Alright. So
to get
go
rid
ahead.
of this.
Yeah. So that's a 6th level effect. So you spend what level spell slot?
3rd level.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a dispel check.
What do I roll?
D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
17, so it's DC 17.
Oh, right, 7. DC 17. Oh,
Yeah, that doesn't do it.
Alright, so unfortunately, Calgrod is still hopeless.
Okay, then my
Don't
spiritual
try anything. It's hopeless.
my spiritual weapon is gonna attack him.
Alright, the spiritual weapon flies at him. Oh, yeah, 30 will definitely strike, doing 8 points of force damage.
And then I'm gonna move next to him.
Alright,
And that's
Is he
it.
concentrating? Does he have
So-
to make the concentration?
yeah, no, I was just about to roll that. So I was gonna say he does have to keep concentration,
I'm unconscious. I got nothing I can do.
which he does. And at the end of Tal's turn, he will turn towards
Well,
Tal and use a legendary action. Yeah.
I bite is an interesting spell because I don't think you keep concentration on the effect of the spell, but on the
Yes.
spell itself.
You're correct.
using.
So even if the
Yeah.
spell goes away, the effects, because he gets to put one effect per round.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just stops him from doing more. But yeah, at the end of the
Yeah.
turn, he turns towards Tal and he's gonna whap at him with his nasty undead staff. Whap. Or wait, no, bone staff. No crit.
Oh,
So Tal,
Ouch.
you are struck by the bone staff as he comes at you. Necrotic energy's glowing. You would take 60 points of damage as you are badly wounded by that strike.
Holy, okay.
And that is it for you, right?
Yeah.
All right, the Skull Lord goes. Happy by this strike, he is going to cackle and point at you, Tal, and say, "Sleep." Well, no. What's he? Is there a better one he can use? Hang on, let me take a look at this spell again.
Sleep's
So-
the better one if he's trying to kill us. Frightened is
Well,
the better one if he's trying to
Frightened
escape.
might be good to get this energy off him.
Wait, I need to do a concentration check anyway, which
Ooh, yeah.
I can't make.
Oh, yeah, because that would be 30.
Well,
Now,
it's a 23.
now, yeah, so you would lose the spell. Alright, yeah, he's going to use sleep then. So I need a wisdom saving throw. Alright, so you resist, luckily, keeping your wits about you. Feeling drowsy, you push back the effect, and the magic doesn't affect you. He growls, and his turn ends. Ripple.
As an action, I bring Sprig back. Within. What's the range? What's the range I bring Sprig back in? 10 feet. So he can be there.
Okay, so Sprig pops back in.
An initiative. But now he's going to be useful. So he is in the order somewhere above Tal, below Riven. Bonus action. Sprig. Wake up, Riven.
Alright, Sprig will... Now, he goes on his own turn, right? You have to roll initiative for him.
Yep, just done that. Got a 17 if you want to drag him into the right place.
I think it will do that automatically when the turns reset.
Okay then.
Yeah.
That's me done.
Now, I do believe he still gets to go on this turn, though. It's just next turn he'll be higher in the initiative order. So what did you tell him to do?
Wake Riven up, which is going to be fun then. Sprig's going to stab Riven.
Alright, Sprig, actually stab him?
Yep.
Alright, so
that hit.
Riven, you take 1 point of slashing damage as something stabs you in the side. Ow.
Thank God for those temporary hit points we had.
Alright, so
cool.
you are
Not
awake. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Still got 5 feet of movement left.
Alright, so hearing this, the creature at the end of Sprig's turn is going to use another one of his points to move. He suddenly flashes sideways 30 feet. Oh, well, there's some difficult terrain, so I guess 25 feet over here. Coming towards Riven. That is it for the Fairy and Ripple Calgrod.
Can I actually... is the Despair preventing me from using the Twilight Sanctuary from my Channel Divinity? Or is that something I can use?
Is what preventing you?
The Despair...
Desperation? No, I think that just prevents you from taking any hostile actions. Like, you can't do anything that would cause damage.
Okay,
if I
so
remember correctly.
I'm going to keep moving here, and then I'm going to call up that aura of... so this is a Twilight Sanctuary,
Yeah.
and turning that Twilight around me.
Alright.
And yeah. So that's it for me. Rolling a d6 plus 5. I got 9 temporary points out of it.
So at the end of your turn, he is going to swing at you with a legendary. 22.
22, I use my reaction to parry that. Which is... well, actually, no, I won't, because 22 it's a plus 5, so he would hit with that. He has to make a sanctuary check, though, first.
Ah, yes. Alright.
Yeah.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
So, wisdom. Oh, he would make it. Natural 20.
That would make it.
So, I believe that would hit you then, yes?
Yeah, totally.
Alright, so the staff slams into you, doing 4 bludgeoning and 16 necrotic.
So -9, so that is... okay, so I'm taking 4 plus 16, 20. Alright.
Alright, so Calgrod's not looking good. That's it for you, Ribbon. So you're awake.
Okay, do I at all have a clue what's affecting Calgrod with the hopelessness thing? Like, would it be a frighten... Let me think. A charm or frighten type effect?
If you want to try to get more info, you can bonus action to make a Arcana check.
Well, bonus action Arcana. No. Give it a shot.
It's a pretty high level spell, so it would be fairly... you have no idea.
Okay, cool. Right. Knowing that, then.
You could try whatever you want, but you don't know much about the spell.
Not out of it.
And there is this Twilight Sanctuary that is beneficial if you hand your movement in it. That's something you have seen me use already.
Oh, and Calgrod, you're surrounded by low light, right?
Yeah, filled by dim light.
Dim light. So let me give you that 30-foot dim light radius.
There you
go. What do you want to do, Riven?
Right, so this. Tasha's Mind Whip on him.
Alright, so you send a Mind Whip. towards him, which he will attempt to save against. He will not. So you mind whip him, dealing 7 points of psychic damage.
And it also means that on a failed save, he takes a 7, and he cannot take a reaction at the end of his next turn. And he also has to decide on his next turn whether he moves, takes an action, or a bonus action. But can only do one of the 3.
Okay.
And then get me the hell out of here. So I'm then going to blast.
Oh god, it's coming! So as he's coming towards you, you quickly mind whip him, and remember you did have to stand, so that would half your movement because you were unconscious.
Yeah, that would be.
Alright, so that is it for Riven. Sprig goes. I don't think he has a command right now. So
No,
I'm assuming he's just going to sit and get some temp HP.
if he gets temp HP, he gets temp HP, but he's just gonna turn invisible.
Alright, so yeah, he does end his turn in the aura there. So go ahead and give him some temp HP, Calgrod.
Yep. So that would be 8 temp HP.
Alright.
Cool.
Tal.
Almost dead. I'm gonna cast heal on myself.
Alright, so you channel healing energy, spending a level 6 spell, and regain 70 hit points. The creature is not happy as he sees you regaining a bunch of health. Healer. Anything else?
Spiritual weapon attack.
Yeah, it slams into him doing 6.
Then I'm gonna move here. He's not gonna crit me again.
Alright.
That's it.
So he goes. He gets some legendary actions back. Maybe he'll drop another spell. Well, he was going to go after Riven. Alright, so let's see. He knows Calgrod's giving temp HP, and Tal is.
Oh, do I get my temp HP?
Yes,
You
you
would,
do.
yeah.
6.
Alright.
Thank you.
So he can't move and do an action, right?
It's move, action, or bonus. It's either a move, an action, or a bonus action.
Alright. So I think
Okay.
he's just gonna try to take out Calgrod. Because Calgrod isn't dodging right now.
Yep.
So he is gonna just unleash a flurry of bone staff attacks as he like spins around, swinging at you. Oh, jeez.
What the?
Calgrod, my apologies, but yeah, he caught you off guard there and just wham.
Sanctuary?
Oh, right, Sanctuary. I keep forgetting about that. All right, Wisdom save.
Oh, it just made it.
Oh, yeah. All right, so you are struck for. Well, that's probably going to put you unconscious, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, so Calgrod is out. His aura goes away. He's then going to turn towards Tal, swinging at you. Ooh, 27.
He can't.
Shield.
Attack. Oh, it's multi-attack, isn't it? Ignore me.
Yeah, it's a multi-attack.
Yeah.
Alright, so as he comes in with the 27, you cast Shield, upping your AC. He scowls at you and will swing again, knowing that he probably won't hit, but he'll try anyway. Yeah, so you shield both of them. He looks like he's readying a spell. That's it for him. Ripple.
Okay.
So Calgrod, you got a level of exhaustion from that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does the despair fade?
The what?
His despair, is it gone?
No, the effect stays on him.
Okay.
He's
No.
unconscious and depressed.
Unconsciously depressed, yes. How do you mark unconscious? Here you go.
What are we doing? Fuck it. Let's blast him. 5th level Scorching Ray.
Alright. So several scorching rays come flying out of the darkness.
Oh, can you see? I don't have advantage, do I?
You do, because the darkness would make you unseen, I believe. Let me see if he has a reaction.
No, he doesn't. Oh, hang on. Is it my next turn or his next turn?
I don't have a thing that makes it roll with advantage because I made a macro, because it's easier than doing multiple.
Alright,
If I've got advantage, one of them's a crit.
End of its next turn, so probably has got it back.
yeah, he
Yeah,
does have
he's
his
got
reactions back. So he is going to use a, well,
We're in pitch black, Riven. We're in my darkness.
yeah.
Okay, I can't see a thing. Cool, just wanna.
Yeah, he's going to use his reaction to shield as these come at him, increasing his AC to 24.
24, so he gets one,
So 1, 2,
two, fourth's a crit.
I think 3 hits, looks like.
3 hits, one's
a crit, yeah. Okay, so
That's
he does use his reaction,
hit.
though.
So that is a total of 7, 13, 24, 31, plus 4 because I've got my amulet. So 35.
Yes, that looks correct. Well, hang on. 7, 11, 18, and then... Wait.
I don't have a thing to roll. I made a macro to make Scorching Ray easier, but I didn't.
So, wait. Did I do this right? So the first one hits. The fourth
first
one...
29.
The fourth one crits. What was the other hit?
The other hit would be the 24, which is the third one.
24. Oh, there it is. Okay. For some reason, I was completely missing that. So 7 and 11 is 18.
Yeah, 7, 9, 11.
And 6 is 24, and 7 is 31. Okay. Got
Plus
it.
4 from my universe.
That was a messy macro. Just trying to get that in my head. I mean, you could just roll it 6 times with advantage. Probably would have been easier. Anyway, that's fine. So he is struck for a bunch of fire damage as he kind of stumbles back, looking wounded from that attack. Anything else?
Yes. He can make strength save. I'll push him 5 feet back.
All right. So he is going to try to strength save. He does indeed strength save. All right.
Yeah.
So let's see. He can't move now. Well, he can't get around. Well, I guess he could get around Tal. It would just take more movement. So at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary to do a movement. So he goes 5, 20, 25, 30, moving to here. That is it for... Riven, can you see through the darkness, or Is it just Ripple?
It's just Ripple.
Okay. So that's it for Ripple. New round, Calgrod. I need a death save. And I'm doing a new thing where I'm whispering death saves. So just from now on, because the rest of the group doesn't necessarily know what your condition is when you're dying.
Okay.
I
So
found
how do you
it.
do that?
It's just in the Roll20. If you you can set it to whisper rolls, or you can set it to ask you if you. I would just set it whenever you want to do it in the cog to whisper that roll.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So Calgrod does okay this turn as he staves off death. Riven.
Can I see any light, like, at all in darkness? Like, do I know where the end of it would be? Like, where the edge of it would be?
Technically you wouldn't.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's roll a...
You just see, you would hear people moving, but you don't see anything where you are.
You would have seen the darkness come when I moved over you, then.
Yeah.
I guess it's yours, but it's just knowing which way I would go, so... Roll a d4. 1 or 2 I go north, for 3 or 4 I go south. I go north. Thank God, that would have been awkward. Alright, cool. I know they're down there, but I don't know where.
Yeah,
I'm
you
guessing...
would not see, right now, they would all be invisible to you.
I'm guessing Ripple just flew past me, so I would have seen him when I woke up, I'm guessing, so I'd have that telepathic link with him from...
You would hear him here, so you're pretty sure he's here with your hearing.
So I'm just gonna ask Ripple telepathically, where's the skeleton bloke? Oh, great. Well, you can see in darkness. Anyway, right. I don't know if this will work, because if I don't see him, do I need to see me drive it? No, that's not say won't work. Sorry, I know what will work. We are going to use, when I find the blast spell, Psychic Lance, and I'm just gonna go Skeleton Lord dude, so I don't have to see him to do it.
Alright. So it says that you can see within range.
It also says alternately you can utter the creature's name if the name's target is within range.
And what did you say you're gonna call him? Skeleton Lord dude?
Skeleton Lord dude. Yeah, I don't know his name, but
so yeah, that's the thing. You don't actually know his name, so that's probably not gonna work. Because that's the thing, you'd have to know what his actual name is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing I can do. I will do the only thing I can do, and fly, action, fly, and movement, so that would get me there, and that should get me there, and that's everything I can do. Yeah.
Alright. So at the end of your turn, he is going to move here into the darkness. So you would see him move up to adjacent to you in the darkness, Ripple.
Okay.
Sprig goes.
Hides.
Continues to hide. Tal, so you don't see him anymore. You just saw him go into the darkness over there.
I know where he vanished, but I'm...
You can hear him, so you think you know where he is. You just can't see him.
Yeah, I'm first gonna heal Kalgrod at 7th level, so that's 80 HP. And I'm gonna...
Alright, so Calgrod, you are conscious again. As
thank you.
Cal... where's the... Okay, yeah, so it's within 60 feet. Alright. So yeah, you feel much better, though still depressed.
How much hit point?
70.
80. 80.
Or 80.
80. 80? Wow.
80.
Wow.
And 20 feet of this thing, so... This.
What's the extra 10 from?
7th level.
Oh, you did a higher level. I
Yeah.
see. All right, so you move
Thank
there.
you.
Yep, and that's it.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use his final point to attack you with advantage, Tal. Whap! Nope, he would miss. Alright, so his turn comes up. And he will... What is he gonna do? He's gonna move 5. And you can't see him, so you wouldn't get an oppie.
Okay.
15. And he is going to cast a spell.
Okay.
Yep. So he points his finger as he chants, and a cone of freezing energy is going to shoot at Ripple and Tal. You need to make con saves.
Okay, I made it.
Nope.
Alright,
But
so...
I'm gonna what's it called? Absorb elements.
Alright, so you spend your reaction to absorb elements. You both take half damage, 16 cold damage. And that is going to be it for him. Ripple.
16 cold damage. Cool.
Indeed,
Right.
very cool.
Darkness is mine. You're not allowed to use it. Let's fuck off this way. No. This needs to stop being a fucking pain and swat me. He didn't get to use my darkness.
Okay. So you move away, yeah.
Let's blast him 3 times.
Alright, so you take a shot from the darkness, giving you advantage. Yeah, 30, 20, and 30 will all hit.
Cool.
Can't even really shield any of those. I guess you could shield the 20. He'll just... Yeah, he'll shield. Avoid that.
Cool.
14.
Plus 4 fire, because I do 4 fire on everything.
Alright, so you do 23 damage to him. And he is looking pretty beat up.
Cool. Bonus action, he can make another strength save as I pull him towards Town.
Alright, so as a bonus action, you attempt to pull him. And you would, so he is pulled 5 feet. Anything else?
Yes. I've only moved 20 feet, so let's move a bit more actually. Get my darkness further away from him. Oh, that's me.
Alright, at the end of your turn, he is going to move 30 feet this way. That is it for Ripple. New round, Calgrod.
So I'm standing up, picking up my dagger on the ground, moving. So moving here, I cannot see him. Oh, he's pretty far out. Huh? Alright, so I'm going to move 20 feet here. I see Tal. Oh, wait, Tal is bloodied? No, he's not bloodied.
No, Tal is a little tired, but he looks okay.
Alright, thanks, Tal. This is still hopeless, but and I'm going to move.
It's all hopeless.
Alright, so I'm moving another 35 feet here. And that's. Am I using any bonus action? So he's trying to run away from us. I would use a Misty Step to move here. and tell Tal to come 5 feet with me, and that's it. His turn.
Alright, at the end of your turn, he is going to move 30 feet this way. And that is it for Calgrod Riven.
Here. Still don't see anything. Yeah, then I'll just fly down here. And
Alright.
that's it.
So at the end of your turn, he's going to move another 30 feet this way as he is just poofing further away into the cave. Sprig is hiding. Tal.
Yep.
Oh, moving into darkness. Okay.
I'm probably gonna dash after him. And I think I can forget about my spiritual weapon, so
He's too fast.
yeah, he indeed is. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, for his turn. He is going to... So he can only really see Tal and Calgrod right now. He has one 5th level spell left. Will this work? This might work. Is this the right level? I believe so. Yeah. Or wait. No. Never mind. What about this one? Yeah, I think... Yeah, okay. Alright, so he is going to... Just make sure he can do this. He might not have enough space. It's not telling me the dimension of this.
Which spell?
Uh... Either that or I'm just blind.
Which spell can't you find the dimension of?
Wall of Force.
Oh, that's a fun one. Wall of Force. Is it a 5th one? I'll tell you one sec.
Yeah, I know you can make it into a dome around you, but when you... I'm trying to figure out what the dimensions of the wall is. Oh, it's 10. Okay, that I see it. I think I was seeing 10, 10, and I was... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Okay, so you can do that. Alright, so he's going to move over here and begin chanting. And he is casting the Wall of Force spell. to put a barrier. So I can make up to 10 little bubbles.
Yeah, so it's effectively a 10-foot line on the floor that's 10 feet tall.
Yeah, so he was basically just securing his escape.
Ceilings are taller than 10 feet, right?
In the cave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll say that it's probably around 10 feet, so I'll say he just seals this area behind him. Ripple. That is it for him.
Cool. What is this guy doing?
So yeah, you can see him through the wall, I believe.
I can't see him through the wall. So I need a spell that doesn't physically travel through the wall, just needs to land and hit. Cool.
You need a spell that can ignore line of effect as well.
A creature you can see within range tends to do that.
Well, I believe that all spells require you to have line of effect to someone, which means that you, and I think Wall of Force even calls out that spells can't pass through it.
Is it Wall of Force that specifies that?
Let me see.
Because I believe it is. Oh, it's not. It's the other spell that spells can't travel through, isn't it? The invulnerability.
Yeah, I mean, in general, you need line of effect to cast any spell
Well, if I
into
need
an
line of
area.
effect, I can't do anything. Cool.
So you could teleport past it, I believe, but you can't, like, throw a spell in there, even though you can see in there.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Alright, so what are you
Line of
gonna...
effect, I've got nothing.
Are you doing anything, or are you just dodging, or...
No.
Okay. Calgrod.
Zero
Oh,
plans.
and he is gonna start retreating into the cave at this point. Back here. He does his legendary. So at this point, unless someone has a way of getting past this, we can drop out of combat, because he's basically fleeing.
I can get through it, but I can't take everyone with me.
Alright, well, do you think you're gonna do that, or...
No, I'm saying this like I can get us through it, but I can't take everybody with me. I can take one person.
Not me.
Alright, so
This is
let's, this is hopeless. So let's say he's retreating for now, because I don't think you'll get there in time before he gets kind of far away. So we'll drop out of combat as he disappears into the cave halls there. So yeah, what do you all want to do? So, yeah, he does the force wall and basically kind of rushes into the back cave area.
I'm sitting down and putting my head in my hands.
No.
This is helpless.
Luckily, the spell only lasts a short while longer. I think you have like 3 turns left, right?
Yeah.
And then you would just snap out of it suddenly.
What the hell?
Who wants to go after him?
Well, I want to, but I can't.
No, but I can get us through it. But I can only take one of you.
That's a bit risky.
Yeah, that's very
mean-
risky. I mean,
He's retreating. Where did you see the The other cave area. Maybe we can find the elves and get out of here.
At this point, I want him dead.
Go.
Alright, so the darkness would go away, and your spiritual weapons would vanish.
Yeah, my darkness would go away a minute before that wall goes away.
Goody. The wall can go, and then we can kill the bastard.
Alright, well, yeah,
It-
what do you all want to do?
Is the cave like continuing, going into Underdark, or is that just a dead end?
So, after I think it was 10 minutes, the wall would vanish. And it looks like this direction just goes deeper into the cave. You're not sure where.
Well, yeah, like that was saying, we should probably try to find the prisoners. Is there any more of them here? The
I don't
zombies
care
can
about
be.
them. I just want him dead. Again.
You did see,
Uh,
I believe, from last session, if you remember, there were tracks kind of to the northwest, kind of in the opposite direction. So if there are prisoners, they might be. You would guess they're
is
probably up there.
I've not told the party about that.
Oh, did you not tell them? All right, so then you would know that because you had your fairy flying around.
Riven wants him dead, so if no one's stopping him, he's going for that undead dude.
Well, I mean, we're pretty much spent. If we go right now, the risk is.
And he's nearly dead as well.
Okay.
Again, I hate undead. Technically, they are dead, but they're not dead. So,
Alright, so I'll try to follow his tracks.
All right, so you're gonna try to go after him. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, he wasn't really hiding his tracks, so you do see them. So you're gonna follow him this way.
Yeah.
You don't see many other tracks in this area, so yeah, this might not be the direction the prisoners went. But you are following him. Give me a moment to figure out where he is.
Oh, you know what we forgot? You had Death Ward. You wouldn't have gone down.
Oh, yeah, well, that would
Yeah.
have not changed much anyway, but yes,
Yeah.
that's true. This word was there. So is it spent now?
I don't know.
Does this word? Well, it's probably like 10 minutes, 10 more minutes. So
I think
Death Ward is 8 hours, so you have it for a while.
oh, okay.
Definitely just stops you from dropping to 0.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have gone down in that fight. The only difference effectively would be you would have one more hit point and you wouldn't have the point of exhaustion from going down.
Still have the twilight.
yeah, I mean, he probably would have just hit you again.
Yeah. Let's. I mean, that's fine. We forgot about that. Darn it.
All right, so here we go. You're coming into a new area, tracking him. Ribbon, you have a light source. Go ahead and
Yeah,
put it on
right.
yourself. And Calgrod. Alright, so you're coming into the cave, tracking him. The area you come into, the floor here, and you would see this Calgrod, doesn't look completely stable. You don't think he walked over the floor as his tracks kind of end here? But you could take a look around to try to pick up the trail somewhere. You
Check the trail over there.
So give me another Riven. You put a light on you have light on yourself, right?
Yeah, but I put the fly thing, and then the fly thing went to the light and not me. So
Here, I'll just put it on you.
there we go.
And the torch should be at 10, not 20, because shadow fell.
And I shouldn't have the dim light around me anymore.
Yeah, is it still there? No, it doesn't look
I'm
like
not sure. Just okay.
So yeah,
So
you look
you know,
around. Give me another survival 11. So it's taking you some time. Unfortunately, probably gives him more of a start on you. But you think you find the trail up here.
all right.
You
Hey,
also think
guys.
you hear movement ahead. You hear
Uh-oh.
movement coming from up here.
Yeah, I see zombies or something. There's something ahead of us, folks. I have my 300 feet visibility, so I can see pretty far. 5 creatures coming up. Zombies, likely.
All right. All right.
So at this point, they would see the light, and they're gonna start coming this way. Give me initiative rolls.
They have.
Although you're not too worried about these zombies. So Calgrod, as they are coming at you, you are the first to act. What do you want to do?
Well, kind of pretty much out of spells. Hold on, let me check something here. I am going to call out Spirit Shroud with a bonus action, invoke the magic of the spirits here, get my dagger ready, and move forward 35 feet.
Alright, so give yourself concentration and a 1-minute timer as you move up
Yep.
towards them. The zombie goes back here. He is going
And
to...
I'm going to
Yeah,
I'm
go
going
ahead.
to ready an action. Yeah, I still have an action. I'm going to ready my action for attacking when one comes in range.
Alright, so the one back there goes. He's gonna dash. As he slowly kind of limps towards the light, now seeing Cal. Tal.
Can't see anything.
Oh, do
So,
you have a light source on you?
yeah, I have light on me.
Light? Alright, let me give you that. So... Light spell is 10-10, again, because of the effect of the shadow fell. There you
So
go.
let's see. So these are 30 feet. Can't see anything.
You hear movement over in this direction.
I'm also gonna ready an action to green flame blade, whatever comes near.
Okay. Another zombie shambles forth from the back. And then dashes. Coming at you, slow but menacingly.
Mm-hmm.
More zombies are moving. Sprig, I assume, is chilling, moving forward a bit.
Hi.
What's his turn? Just hiding.
Alright, another zombie coming down towards you. This one is going to move up to you, Calgrod, triggering your reaction if you want to take it.
Okay, so that would be an attack here. Oh, did I use a damage and not the attack? I think I did. Oh. So he's taking also Spirit Shroud, 1d8 radiant. So 12, 13 damage. One of them radiant.
Alright, so you strike him with the dagger. He looks wounded from the attack as he stumbles backwards. Go ahead, spend your reaction. Ripple.
Mm-hmm.
Ripple's gun, spend his action, and hide.
Okay. And finally, the last zombie finally got wind of something up, and he is going to shamble here. Torch.
Riven, but I don't know why it's the torch, but yeah. Alright.
Alright, Riven, what are you doing? I think I put the effect on you, so you probably don't need to have a torch out. Although that will erase your initiative, unfortunately. But you can re-roll and just put it in again. But yeah, what are you doing?
Right. So I can roughly hear them all coming from like up around here.
Yeah, you hear a bunch of movement in this area.
Cool. Fireball.
Alright, go ahead and place it.
It is. Just so I can remember, it is a 20-foot.
Yeah, 20-foot radius. Alright, so you spend another third level spell throwing a magical fireball into the darkness.
Which is already like there we are. About there.
I think you have to click the actual spell to or did it spend it?
No, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, spent it.
Okay. So is that where you're placing it?
The best I can, because I can't actually see it. Because it's all black, so I'm just like, hopefully.
Alright, so you target that area. There's an explosion. These guys do not have very good dex saves. So can they even make that? What's the DC? 19? I don't think they can even make that, even with a natural 20. So they would be scorched in the fire. Oh. Is that it for you?
Yeah. It's 3.
Alright, Calgrod.
So I'm going to strike at this guy again. Going for. So any attack you. Okay, so it's any attack. So strike here.
Oh yeah,
+1.
26 will strike him.
Yeah, and he's taking radiant damage. So.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah,
never mind.
They have 100 fortitude, right?
Yeah, but I was just thinking those guys who took the 33 couldn't even make that save. It was too much damage. So yeah, they the fireball still would have killed them. This guy, let's see, you dealt 23.
Yep.
All right, now
23,
and that's radiant. So yeah, he goes down.
yeah. Right. And going to move here and striking this guy over there. Doing obsidian dagger stab here.
Yeah, 23 will strike, doing 14, 15 points, which puts it near death as you take off one of its arms with your dagger. The rotting appendage just falling off.
So with my bonus action, that's it. That's it, yeah.
All right. The zombie is dead. Tal.
Move up here. Oh, that's the last one.
Yep. Cal just stabbed him as he turns towards Cal.
Green Flame Blade.
Alright, yeah, that's a crit, so that's definitely going to take him down. There's a flash of fire as his head just explodes as you cave in his skull. He falls to the ground. So things go quiet at this point. And Calgrod, what you thought, well, what before was just background noise, you can now think you can hear a sobbing coming from around the corner up here.
Yeah, I'm using my speed to move here.
Alright, so you see an individual sitting down against the cave wall, his hands over his eyes, and he's just sitting there crying.
I'm calling out the friends over there, and I'm going to dash, keep dashing over there for another 35 here.
You would
And I'm calling at everybody. There's somebody crying, but I'm looking for the skull guy. I don't see him yet.
So yeah, you would see an individual here with a helmet. Next to him is a sword and shield that are just kind of laying on the ground. He's just sort of sitting there. Doesn't really react to you as you run past. What's everyone doing? So Calgrod, you said you're running up ahead?
Yeah, I'm keeping my. I still have my ghostly manifestation on my blade. So if we are still round by round, I'm going another. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the others.
All right.
You tell me when it's the next round.
So Calgrod's rushing ahead. Are the rest of you following, or is anyone doing anything about this guy?
I'm definitely not leaving him alone, but.
So as you get, what's your perception, Tal?
20.
And do you have medicine training by chance?
Yes.
So he seems almost like he is suffering from some kind of maybe PTSD or some kind of very intense mental stress. Judging by how he's kind of like fidgeting and not responding to the group, you would guess that he is in some way mentally broken. Probably from exposure to something pretty intense, maybe magic, could just be overwhelmed by stress. There's a bunch of different things that can cause something like this. What about Riven and Ripple, the two fairies?
Riven's waiting for Ripple.
I am eventually bringing up the rest.
Alright, so go ahead and move Ripple wherever you're moving for your turn. Because we're kind of still in rounds, but also I took us out because we don't have to be that specific. Because I know Calgrod, you have a minute on your thing, right, Calgrod?
Yep, correct.
Okay. So you're kind of bringing up the back slowly. Calgrod, you're going to move ahead, right?
Yep. So I'm going to move here. Kind of calling out the others. Still don't see him. Going to check the north and dashing another 15 feet over the 35 feet. One level of exhaustion. What does it do?
It's just disadvantage to skill checks, so it would be affecting your ability to track a little. But other than that, not too much.
But nothing. Right.
If I can see, Karen.
Yep, I'm calling out. Nothing here. Nothing on the right that I can see.
If I can see the guy crying on the ground next to Tal, I'm just going to telepathically speak to him and go, "What the fuck are you crying for?"
He does not reply to you.
God. Can I... These things are... Tal, are you sure this thing's a real person? It's not an illusion?
I'm gonna touch him.
Yeah, he seems like he's real.
Alright, fine. Do you want him to wake up, or do you want to just leave him here to pry and die?
Now we should take him out of here.
Oh, give me a minute.
One
I'll do
thing that is strange, he is not Shadowkai, he's human.
I'll do
I
calm
should have mentioned
emotions
that.
on him. I'll cast calm emotions on him.
Okay, so you cast Calm Emotions. When you do, he stops crying, but he just sits there with like 1,000-yard stare. As if, again, he doesn't even notice anyone's around him.
He's brain dead. Can we just leave him to die officially?
I'm gonna... Hey, you wanna get out of here? And I'm gonna try to drag him up.
He would say... So if you speak to him, he would suddenly look at you with, I guess you casted Calm Emotions on him. So he would look at you kind of almost like he doesn't know, doesn't really know where he is. He's looking around and he says, "There's no way out. They've taken me. They've taken everyone. I
For God's
don't.
sake, why are humans so melodramatic?
And Ripple, I assume you're just following, right?
Not really.
Just waiting there?
Kinda, yeah.
Alright, so Calgrod, you continue looking around. Go ahead.
So I'll go down this time here and go here, 35. Taking a look over there.
Okay, yeah, you see
Nothing,
more cave.
Nothing yet.
Nothing undead. You would probably see... Yeah, what's your passive perception with the exhaustion?
12.
Let's see. You see 60 feet, right? Or no, you see 300, that's right.
Yep.
So you would see... There looks like there is a body on the floor over here. In this area.
Okay. So cutting that out.
But nothing
There's
else.
a body over there.
Yeah, and why don't you go ahead and move around a bit more? We'll say you're looking around. We can just play out what you're looking around while they're talking to that guy.
I'm going here and I'm dashing past the body.
Floor looks a little unstable here.
Okay, I'll stay close to the wall. I'm looking up and down. I can't see anything. There's nothing here yet. So there is a passage over there, right?
Yeah, and you see another guy on the sitting on the floor here. Again, kind of just sobbing.
So I'm going to yell to the others. Another sobbing human over there. And is a body human here?
Yeah, it looks like a human.
More waste of time.
Well, we're still hunting the undead, right?
Why?
Or are we not doing that anymore? I'm not sure what that meant. So
I don't think so.
Oh,
You see, there's someone else alive. How many are we looking for?
These are human, not Shadowkai. The whole point we're here is looking for Shadowkai elves. Last time I checked, he's not an elf.
So what? He's down here. We have to get him out.
Right, and then we find another 100 people that we all need to try and save, and we spend our entire lives dying down here trying to save them.
So Calgrod, in this area, you find another human over here. He isn't crying, he's just sort of sitting there, again looking kind of like wide-eyed. To the north, however, you would see some chests.
So at that point is 5, 6, 7. So I probably have only like 3 rounds of ghostly stuff. I'm going to call Yell through the
Oh.
cave.
And actually, you would notice kind of up to the northwest here, a bunch of bones on the floor.
Okay.
This may be some sort of like lair area.
Aye, so I'll according to the others, found some kind of lair with bones and chest, but still no trace of the skull guy.
If I hear Cal shout about bones, I'm just gonna go, I wouldn't touch it, it's probably a spell magical creature thing!
Fine, I'm not touching. I'm just trying to find the tracks for Quarry.
Yeah, I've got a feeling he's got very far away and we're not going to find him. So shall we leave? And if you two people want to be heroes and save these crying, whimpering people, you can.
Tal, just real quick, while you were talking to this guy over here, with your passive perception and your light, because you can see better with the light, you think you see a lot of scarring on his forehead under the helmet, like almost as if some kind of symbol may have been carved into his forehead with like a knife or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off the helmet and look at it. Do I recognize it, or do I know what that is?
Give me a religion check. You don't know exactly what it is, but it kind of prods something in the back of your mind. A symbol of some god of madness.
Okay, but they can heal him in the church.
You would guess that some sort of ritual may have been performed on him now that you see this symbol. That might be why he's all messed up.
Want
Yeah,
to find the other humans and save them?
Yes. Can I get him, like, if I pull on him, can I get him to stand up?
Yeah, he again, he's kind of wide-eyed and out of it, but if you like kind of pull him to stand, he would stand up and kind of if you pull on his arm, he would follow you. Like he seems like he can be led.
Okay. Then I'm gonna lead him with me to the other human that Carl found. Where do you find him?
I'm calling out over there, here.
I
So
can't see anything.
you can hear he's making and he's making a good amount of noise, by the way. If you guys are
Yeah.
yelling to each other in the cavern.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to be sneaky.
I mean, I lead him around this floor thing.
Okay. So here, I'll just say we don't need to bring him with you.
Yeah.
I'll just say he's with you. I'll leave him here. And yeah, you two would find the dead body over here of a human on the ground.
Did you find another alive one?
And you would also hear the kind of crying down here now.
Yeah,
Okay.
another one here. I will come back now that the spell is gone anyway. I'm just going to look if there's any tracks here.
Alright, so you have two of these guys with you now.
Okay.
There's one more up there north, Tal.
Can you take him with you?
Let me check
you're
for the
already
tracks. Yeah, let me check
Okay.
for the tracks. So I'm doing a survival check here to see if I see.
Okay.
That's 16.
So you find a good amount of tracks in this area. Unfortunately, you're not sure which one is these skeletons. And
Okay.
again, there are the two chests up here. I don't know if I mentioned those.
Yeah, you said that. So, Reaper, Riven, there's a few chests to investigate here and some bones. Where are they? I don't hear them.
Have fun then, I guess.
Aye.
It's a bad idea!
I'm not
I
into
know.
investigating chests.
I'm not going anywhere near where there's bones and there's a magic chest, because obviously the bones were going to reanimate and kill us all.
Alright, so you now have
Okay.
3 of these humans with you. And yeah, they are following you. They're not really trying to resist. Alright, so you see these 2 old chests here. Looks like they are locked.
So
Okay.
I'm not able to open them. I don't have any kind of skill for opening the locks.
I can blast them.
Well, do we want to do that?
I
Okay,
don't know.
let's see what we're dealing with. I'm gonna return cast detect magic.
Alright, so 10 minutes is passing. Actually, let me get the calendar out, make sure I'm recording the time flow. Okay, so 10 minutes passes. Things are still quiet. And you do indeed see magical auras coming from within the chests. Nothing from the chests themselves.
Okay, they seem safe. I'm trying to pick one up. How heavy is it?
They're not that heavy. It'd probably be about 30 pounds.
Okay. So you
So
want to take
not
the other
not
one?
light, but not super heavy.
Becomes the second one. Follow Tal.
Alright, so you each grab a chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's bones here. Are they magical? Tal?
No magic is coming from the bones. These bones look like... Give me an investigation check if you want to try to figure something out about those. Alright, so you take a quick look. They look like they've... well, Calgrod, you can tell that they...
It's a 16. It's a 16.
You
Because I'm
don't...
tired.
Yeah, that's right. They don't look like they've gotten to be bones through time passage. You would guess that the flesh and bone, and basically, yeah, the flesh was stripped from them purposefully. So these were probably killed recently, and it looks like there's about 12 or so individuals worth of bones here. Perhaps for animating dead or something. They were, they were put here.
They were kept for skeletons.
Are they
Nasty
human
business.
or Shadowkai?
Give me a medicine check. It's a mixture. Mostly Shadowkai, a couple of human, though. Possibly an orc or two as well.
Okay. Are there orcs in Shadowfell?
Not, well, you probably wouldn't know. That would be an arcana.
Okay.
Of course, there are orcs everywhere. Like literally everywhere. They go everywhere.
Really? Have you seen
Yeah,
them in the Feywild? Because I have.
I saw 2 orcs in the Feywild.
I must just stay away from where I go then.
So
I've
have you
seen orcs
found?
on the fire plane and pandemonium. There's orcs everywhere.
So where are we going now?
I don't know.
Unfortunately,
Should we risk
you,
another fight?
yeah, unfortunately, you think you've lost the trail of the Bone Lord.
Yeah.
Seems like there's been a good amount of zombie activity in this area.
Well, should we go back to town and take these pointless people with us?
No life is pointless.
Is when you've come to save Shadowkai elves and you've found human people.
Well, we
Well,
found Shadowkai remains.
I didn't do any thorough search on the other place, so I should kind of search for tracks over there. When we did our scouting, I mean, I was just looking for them, not for tracks or anything like that. So we're bringing everybody back down to Riven and Ripple.
Yeah, which I believe they're over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that-
you would see Calgrod and Tal are carrying large chests in their hands.
Can
yeah,
you guys open those?
you can't really strap
Yeah.
those to your back.
Okay. Put there. I'm just gonna point 60 feet away.
Alright. Done.
Are they locked? I can't
Yeah,
unlock
Yes.
them.
there are padlocks on them.
Okay, I can blast the padlocks.
No, we want to open the locks, not to blast the
I can't.
padlocks.
Oh,
Aye, so if you can't, we just keep them and carry them with us. Can the humans that are they responding to our injunction? Like, could they carry the chest together or something like that? The chests.
Are you gonna ask them to carry the chest?
Yeah.
Alright, so they don't really respond, but if you put the chests in their hands, they would carry them.
Okay. So we're staying behind them, kind of prodding them a bit to walk. Aye, so let's get out and well, I'm going to kind of do a search for tracks pretty much in every place. So like here, because we haven't checked things here, and probably around here too, to see if I find any other tracks of zombies or anything like that.
Yeah, there are a good amount of zombie tracks in this area. Unfortunately, the wounds you sustained during the last battle are kind of making your senses a little wavery. Maybe your
Mhm.
vision blurs every now and then, and you're unable to pinpoint where the actual Skull Lord went. But you
Well,
do see. Yeah, go ahead.
it's more looking for like the Shadowkai disappeared. I mean, we haven't
Oh,
found
the
we have found some of them in zombie, but we still know there's a woman that has been that
yeah.
that
None
has
of
been
these bodies here look like a female Shatterkai. None of the zombies. So you don't think she was in this area?
aye. So let's go back to the other one, and I'm going to kind of go around a bit, examining tracks to see if there is any more chances to find somebody else or like regular uh, booted tracks or something like that.
Okay. So you're heading back to the original cave area. One moment.
Damn it. Creature was nasty.
And fucking fast.
Mm-hmm.
All
Well,
right.
on the bright side, if we ever come back, kill him. At least he'll know he's fucking dead.
Is this the area you were in?
yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you come back to the cave here.
Right, so I'll do kind of track searching over there where there's like passage, which I haven't investigated yet with the tracks here. Probably,
Yeah. So
I don't think
you don't
like
find too many
here.
tracks in this area other than the bone thing that you were just fighting. You would
Okay.
imagine that the floating beholders. I mean, there's probably tracks like scratches on the wall every now and then if they like brush up against the wall. But the only because I assume you're just looking around the area in general.
Yeah. So I kind of pointed on where there's like tunnels. I'm kind of looking if there's any other tracks that are meaningful, like here,
Yeah. So
probably
if
here.
you head up north here, well, there's the grave in there, but you would find some tracks up in this area up here.
Right. So I'm calling out. So they are like different tracks or like zombies track.
No, they aren't zombies. Well, give me another survival check.
Okay.
None of these tracks are hidden that well. And
19.
luckily, inside the caves, nature doesn't really disturb them like it would outside. So, yeah, you would find tracks that seem more booted. They're not shambling like the zombies, so it might be something that was living. Because
So I'm calling out.
there's like a different spacing between them.
Hi guys, I found some tracks here that maybe are disappeared. I
Right, and
see
what are we going to
boots.
do? Because we have three mindless hulking brutes who can barely carry cases. I'm nearly out of spells. You've come back from the dead and look absolutely exhausted. Ripple's
Yeah,
out of spells, and Hal's probably low on spells as well. Do you want to go fight another thing that manages to take people from a town?
I think we fought the thing that took the
yeah,
people
I
from the
think so
town,
too.
and
Right
he's
now
more
we,
wounded
yeah,
than us.
yes. So it's a time to gather the hostage or the prisoners and bring them back. So I mean, I'm going to continue. If he's not following, he's not following. But uh, I'm going to continue tracking and following these booted tracks.
Oh, and you are bringing these humans with you. They're just kind of
Yeah,
following you.
yeah,
Okay.
yep.
So yeah, you would follow the tracks, and they would kind of lead you up to this area, which would take you into a new part of the cave if you want to keep following the tracks.
Yep. So I'm looking behind to see who's following.
All
Tal,
right.
are you with me?
Yeah.
Tal's already up there. He's going.
Hi. Oh, aye. So
He's like
yeah,
way
yeah.
ahead
No
of all
worries.
of you guys.
Aye.
What about
So
Riven and Ripple? What are you two doing?
Are we going to make sure they don't die, or are we letting them die?
Hmm. I
They're
don't
your
know.
friends.
Are they?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I guess we should go. Look, I'm working on a new thing. Look, and then I'm just gonna have Brain just like sling some rocks. I'm just gonna try and catch them, just in the air with my mind.
with the mage hand.
The mage hand. All right, mage hand
But
juggling. So are you two following them?
probably very further back.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we'll follow.
All right, go ahead and move your
Oh,
tokens
there
just
they
so you have an idea of what the cave looks like.
I don't even know where they've gone.
Here.
They are up
Oh, they're up
here.
there. And Sprig's probably
Riven, did
walking.
you pull another torch out?
No, don't think so.
Here, I'll just put light on you. You don't have to pull torches out unless you drop them. Because I have to adjust the torches because they're not set to the
Okay.
Shadowfell. I would probably need to make a Shadowfell torch. Alright, so you follow the tracks into a new area. And those humans are kind of like just
If
behind
the
you,
humans
or
are if the humans are coming with us, I'm going to keep the humans with me because I'm going to keep as far back from this as possible. So I'm probably, if Tal's that bothered about them, I'm going to be like, if you don't want them to die, I'll keep them with me.
Okay.
Alright.
So stay
Okay.
60 feet behind.
I'm
So
traveling at Sprig's walking speed of 10 feet around.
okay. So you're moving through the caves, and you get to an area that looks like it is dug out. It looks like there's shaped stone here. It basically looks like the wall of this area may have caved in, which would now connect to this cave you're in, or someone maybe dug into it. And where's the map? Where did I put the map? One moment. Did I not grab the map for this place?
We can do whatever we want. You can't tell us stuff. We walk
Hmm.
in there, find the girls, find the skeleton dude, kill him, and we leave.
Did I just... Huh, weird. I have all the other maps. Did I forget to grab this one? Alright, well, I can... Sorry, give me one moment, then I can grab it now. It's
Can
really
we take
weird.
a 5-minute break?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why don't we take
Yeah.
a break? Restrooms and
Hi.
whatever else.
Yep.
I'll
Thanks.
be back. I'll go look for the map, which which is really weird. I could have sworn I had it. Creepy cave.
Creepy Cave 1, Creepy Cave 2.
The Roll20 system for doing maps is so terrible. Like, I can't believe they haven't fixed it yet. It's such a clusterfuck. It's like one of the things I'm very disappointed in them about. Like, you'd think there'd be like a folder system where you could like organize all your maps, but they're all just kind of haphazardly thrown everywhere in like this huge pile.
That sounds.
It's really bad. Like, whoever designed this is bad.
There is a folder system where you can sort out your maps and use the maps via a folder system. Would you like me to tell you how it works?
Manually moving them all around in this huge pile.
No. Bundling the maps that you want into folders that you want to be like, so set up your folders before you even touch Roll20. Go to the Roll20 marketplace, upload the maps so that they're available for other people to purchase, and then add them to your game. It's fucking stupid.
Well, I make all my own maps. I don't purchase maps.
No, that's my. If you want your maps in a folder, you have to upload them to the marketplace to make them a marketplace item, and then you can add them to your game. And when you add them to your game, they will be in folders.
No, but I mean, like, in the actual Roll20, you would have... It's still like a big pile of maps. You can't get around that.
Oh yeah, it'd be a big pile of maps, but you couldn't have them sorted into folders.
Yeah, I
Because
mean...
each purchase would be its own independent folder. Well,
Yeah.
each marketplace item would be its own folder. You don't have to buy them because you uploaded them, but you can basically make a marketplace item for each folder that you want.
Well, I mean, when you change from map to map, you still have them in a huge pile. Like, there's no way to actually sort them. I don't know what the marketplace... I mean, at least the UI I'm using, that's how it works. I don't know if there's like a different UI I don't know about.
It's basically, if you buy something from the marketplace, it appears in that big list of maps, but it appears as a folder in that big list of maps.
Yeah, but you still have... I mean, that's just for the map itself. Like, you still have to set up the lighting and all the shit, and then, like, you can't access it from that folder. You still have to set it up in Roll20.
Yeah, you do still have to set it up. Like, you can go into the folder and drag it onto the thing, and then you've got to draw all the dynamic lighting and do all the
Yeah,
other
so
bits.
that's completely useless to me. I need the maps set up in a way where during the game I can, quickly find them and go from map to map.
Yeah, they'd have to be set up for modules for it to retain the dynamic lighting and shit,
Yeah.
which means you'd have to publish them as modules, which you need to be approved to do. Complete bullshit.
Yeah, so there's no real system right now.
Back.
The real system is just have a folder on your desktop and just create a blank map every time you want to do it and drag it on.
Yeah, but then you couldn't do that during the game because I'd have to have all the dynamic lighting already set up.
Yeah, you have to set up all the dynamic lighting and shit. Every fucking time. There's no way around it.
Yeah, so they really should just fucking change that because this is a terrible UI.
I'm not saying it's a good solution, I'm saying it's a solution that's shit. But that's like the way to do it. Either have them set up as modules or marketplace items.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's the map. All right.
I still don't see it. I don't know if that's
Oh no, I haven't.
uploaded.
I found it, but I haven't changed the maps yet.
Okay.
Is everyone back?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're still waiting on a couple people.
Okay.
I'm good.
Oh, maybe not. All right. Okay. So, give me one moment here. I did find the map. Unfortunately, it's missing a couple of things, so let me just grab those real quick. But yeah, the map system for Roll20 is just horrible. It's one of the main things I dislike. Okay, here we go. All right, got him. There we go. All right. So as you approach this area, you would notice the humans with you start to get very nervous and fidgety. They don't seem to like being here. So I will pull you all, or at least being in this area. I'll pull you all onto the map in a moment. As you come towards the cave down here, or the entrance here, looking into the hallway, you would see there's a grate that's like a metal grate, like a not a grate. What would what would that be? Like a portcullis? Portcullis?
Portcullis.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It looks like it is down, but could possibly be lifted up. Probably
Is
takes
there any kind of mechanism around it?
not on this side, and you don't think that this was part of the original construction. Looks like someone
Huh.
added this in. Like maybe they tunneled into this hallway and built this in as some kind of safety measure or defensive measure.
And it's down, so go ahead.
Can I see through it to a mechanism?
Do you want to get close and investigate it?
I'll get about that close.
Oh yeah, let me give you light sources. So Tal, you have your light spell,
So do I.
and so does Riven. There you go.
So I tell them that I see a open double door behind with a room, but not seeing anything in that room. There is a room past the corner.
Okay, I will move in all the available space. Can I see a mechanism from anywhere?
It doesn't look like there's a mechanism, at least not on this side. And you would notice that there is a padlock on the portcullis. It's on the other side, but you could probably reach through and grab it if you had a key.
Okay, so it looks like something more sophisticated than we were expecting at that point. I'm looking at Tal and the others saying, yeah, maybe we should come back after we rest.
I can blast it.
I think if we move,
Sure answered
we
everything.
don't know. Yeah, but that's not, I mean, we haven't done too much noise coming here. The humans behind are kind of iffy. So this is where I kind of turn to Tal and say, maybe we need to come back like Revan has been saying.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well, Revan was right. Hi.
All right, you
Hi,
want to fall
Revan.
back?
Yeah, we're going to fall back.
All right. So you go back. I will make you go back through the other cave. Do you just want to try to fall back to the waterfall entrance?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I assumed. So you head back out of this place. Moving through the caves, at least the area filled with the undead seems quiet now. Taking or forcing that bone creature to retreat and killing the beholders seems to have pretty much cleared this place out. So
Yes.
you would get back to the cave area.
Just out of curiosity, because I realised I did something wrong. Would 2 extra damage have killed that skeleton guy?
No. He wasn't that low, but he was getting to the point where he knew he was in danger, which is why he retreated. So when you get back to the waterfall, there are actually a couple of people here. You would see your druid ally, and the captain of the guard has arrived. What's his name? It was Ruvain, yeah. So he has some guards with him. They sort of draw their weapons as they hear you all coming, but as they see you, they relax a little. He says, "It's good to see you are well, friends. I came as soon as I could." And he sees the humans with you. He says, "Friends of yours?"
Well, we don't know yet.
We found them. They're my pets.
And he looks a
Yeah.
little oddly at you, Ripple. He says, "Well, they look like they could use some help. Maybe the priests at the temple could give them some sort of healing."
Mm,
Yeah, that was my thought as
maybe.
well.
"I'm just glad you're all right," Shara says. "There was some strange noises coming from that cave. I was afraid whatever was in there may have gotten you."
Well, it fled. It nearly got us, but we made it free. And there's probably other prisoners. There's some kind of complex with a portcullis we haven't been able to get into. We're kind of banged up. So
Says, "Yeah, you look like you've been through it. Any sign of the Shatter Kai citizens that disappeared?"
They've
we
all been
found
turned into zombies.
now. There's some that I saw some booted tracks that lead to that portcullis. So there may be some of them alive, but yes, many of them have been turned into zombies or even kind of killed and their bones cleaned out.
I see. He says, "Well, at least we figured out where it's coming from. I'm guessing that if whatever was in there gave you all trouble, that it's not something that the guards could easily take care of."
Maybe they should try.
Yes, we've destroyed all his friends. He could do with a few more.
Yeah.
Unless
No,
you can
he's
keep it
really
in place,
weak
it's
now
pretty
because
good at running away.
we hit him really hard, so he's really weak. I'm sure the guards could do it.
He nods. He says, all right, let's move in, men. We'll secure the area. If there are any more undead, we can take them down, hopefully." And
Yeah. Hopefully you can all take them down.
they are going to start heading in.
They're all going to die.
That's why I sent them in.
Did you say that out loud, or are you waiting for them to leave to
No,
say that?
I'm saying it telepathically to Ripple.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'll say it out loud. That's why I sent them in.
Why did you send them in?
Because they've got a really good chance of killing everyone.
Well,
And then Riven just smiles.
You may have some more zombies to fight. But yeah, so they go into the cave. Shara looks at them, looks to you. She says, "Are you sure they're going to be okay in there?"
No.
Nope, not at all.
"Oh, wait, Captain!" And she goes running in. "Captain,
What?
what are you all going to do at this point?"
I think we should try to get a look in those boxes before the captain gets a look.
Do you want me to blast them?
Let me try first. I'm gonna try to break the lock with my hammer.
I'm flying 60 feet away.
So the padlock is fairly sturdy, but a strength check. Do you have a crowbar by any chance? A crowbar might be a better tool for prying this lock and breaking it. You're just going to try to slam it with your hammer?
Yeah.
All right, give me a strength check.
Oh, this is a saving throw, but it's the same.
Same. All right, so you slam the hammer into the lock with a 20. Is it a +1 or is it a 19?
Oh, it's a 19.
Okay. So the chest rattles a bunch. The lock is very messed up, and you thought you may have heard the sound of something glass break inside the chest.
Darn it.
Could have blasted it.
Yeah, well, it would have been the same result.
I actually have an idea for the second one.
Okay.
I'm going to.
But at
Yeah,
this
go for it.
point, at this point, you could probably pull the lock off as you kind of messed up the contraption, or well, I don't know what that would be called, the like metal loop that the lock would go through, the padlock. It kind of broke off when you hit the lock is still closed, but the metal loop that was sealing it kind of broke.
Pilot.
Yeah, so you're opening the chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Badger, do you want me to do that from 60 feet away?
I mean, I inspected it with detect magic. It didn't look like it was trapped.
Mechanical traps?
You're
Fine,
getting.
do it.
I once opened a chest and it had like big metal claws that trapped my hand, and it took me a day to get it off.
It really did. It was quite funny watching, to be honest.
All right, so
Well, you couldn't
you're
help.
opening it from a distance.
60 feet with mage hand.
Have we not done any wish list items yet?
I think we have.
Oh, I don't have any names marked off. Did anyone get a wish list item? Did I just forget to mark it?
Not for me.
Okay, everyone
I
give
think
me
last time we
D.
did it.
I don't think we did because I don't have it marked here. But if someone got one, remind me because you should be marked off. Everyone give me D20 rolls.
We did because I abstained from the last D20 roll.
You're getting confused with the other game.
Yeah, you're getting confused with the other game. All right,
I don't
Calgrod.
know.
I don't think we actually did one for this game.
I don't know.
Calgrod, you have a wish list, right?
Oh, no, I didn't set that up. What are you saying? Oh,
Under the party.
all right, hold on.
Oh,
Let
you
me
don't
see.
have a
No, I
wish
don't.
list. Okay.
No.
Well, let me just do a roll then. A normal magic item generation thing.
Algrod does. Oh no, he doesn't. He just has a list of the magic items he has.
So inside the chest, there's some. Looks like there may have been a few potions. Unfortunately, when the chest got hit, the vibrations may have broken the bottles. But inside, it looks like. No. Alright, here. Keeps rolling. Okay. Inside there is what looks like a small ring at the bottom of the chest, as well as a couple of gold bars. Yeah, these don't look like Shadowfell gold bars. Possibly they came from Gaian, because they don't have the usual
Pick the
pale
ring up and just show
colors.
talent. I'll pick the ring up and show talent. Go. Does
Oh,
this look anything familiar?
so there are 5 gold bars, just FYI. I said a couple, but there are 5.
All right.
And the ring looks like it has a symbol on it. Does anyone speak Elven?
Yes.
If you speak Elven, it is a symbol for water.
Oh. Elvish. About water.
Well,
Put it on.
so
I put it on.
is it the magical ring?
The ring
I don't
is,
know.
well, I guess that's true. You wouldn't still have your detect magic up.
don't
But
have
you
it.
would guess it's magical, Tal, since you did see an aura coming from the chest earlier.
Yeah, I can identify it later. Let's open the second one.
All right.
Right. These
Okay.
chests, do they look like? Is it Is the padlock held on by two clasps to the chest, or is it just one clasp with the padlock held on?
It's like it's basically like two metal pieces, and the padlock goes through them, holding the chest shut.
Okay. I'm going to cast Enlarge on the chest.
Would that work?
If it's two, it should, as it gets bigger, should break it. Did I?
Well, I think it would actually. Would it break it? I think it. Well, actually, I don't think it would break it. It might make it so if the hole enlarged, then the padlock would give you some. Like you could open it a little bit, if that makes sense, because the pieces holding it closed would get larger. How would that work?
So the definition of an object in D&D is very kind of. There is actually a definition somewhere about what is an object.
I guess, well, you could probably enlarge the padlock itself. That might break the mechanism.
Yeah.
Do it that way then.
Okay.
Enlarge the
Sure.
padlock.
I mean, it's pretty much the same as if you cast knock or something. Alright, so you grab the padlock, casting enlarge, and as the padlock expands, the metal would snap and the chest would now be accessible. So you're opening it?
With Mage Hand from 60 feet away.
Okay.
Nice.
This one has a couple of things. There is or several scrolls inside. 2 scrolls.
Boring. I throw them out.
I pick them up.
Hey. Alright. So, yeah, there's, let me make sure I record all this. 2 scrolls. Looks like there's some kind of book.
Oh, a book. Boring. I throw that away.
I use Mage Hand to catch that.
There
Stop
are
throwing things you think are boring.
a couple of pouches that have arcane components in them. 300 gold pieces worth, to be exact.
Yawn.
Do not throw them.
I go to throw it, and then I cast Mage Hand and just carry it away.
Alright.
Really?
Is someone recording these? Like, are they going to a person? Or are they going to the party treasury?
I assume they're going to the party treasury, which I don't record.
Right, so let me put that back in the. Yeah, I do have the link to do that. I think we moved a bunch of stuff.
Oh, and who took the ring into their inventory?
I'm wearing it at the minute.
Alright, so just make sure you have that recorded. And that was from session 60 for terms of identifying, in case we need to come back if you forget to identify it for a while. But yeah, anything someone's taking into their inventory shouldn't be going into the party treasury. 2 scrolls, who took those?
I just picked them up. I haven't took them.
Yeah. Let me
go
carry
give
this
them
stuff and identify it along the way.
Alright, so you take the
Well-
scrolls.
Can we read the scrolls? I mean, if
Sure.
Yeah.
So if you open the scrolls up, taking a look at them, the first one looks like they're written in common. The first one is a scroll of identify, first level spell.
Okay. That's useful.
The second scroll is
Well, is that?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Identify. I don't think it's a cleric spell or ranger spell, so I don't know if I can read that.
I think it's go ahead. I think it's a wizard sorcerer spell. Second
so
spell is illusory
So-
script.
Okay.
So identify and illusory script are the 2 spells.
Identify is Artificer, Bard, and Ward. There. But Artificer, Wizard, and Bard.
Yeah, maybe you'll get a wizard joining the campaign at some point. Or you could always try to trade it for something else. But yeah, it's identify and illusory script.
Illusory script is Bard, Warlock, Wizard. Bard, Warlock, Wizard. And then there was the Bard.
There's a book. Are you opening the book?
Nah, just throw it away. Boring.
I cause it with Mage
Oh.
Hand, and I'm gonna try and hold it with Mage Hand and open it with Mage Hand as well.
Okay. So
Away
Tal,
from me, so that if anything bad happens, it's not near me.
Tal, you took the scrolls, you said, right? Or did you put them in the party treasury?
I mean, if we know what it is, it can go into the party treasury.
Okay, so Calgrod put them in, I guess, the party treasury. The book seems to be a spell book. There are several spells in here. Which, let me list those out. You don't know if the spell book belonged to the undead creature. As you're pretty sure, Tal, that the undead creature used charisma and is more of like a sorcerer type. But yeah, this may have belonged to someone else, maybe one of his victims. I guess I'll list the spells later. That's fine. And I think that's it, right? Spellbook, scrolls. Oh wait, let me see. One other thing. Looks like there is a. Looks like there is a set of arrows in here and a quiver. So I'll say 40 arrows and a quiver in here as well.
40 arrows and a quiver.
Yeah.
Does the quiver contain 40 arrows?
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a quiver and 40 arrows.
Okay. So the quiver can hold more arrows than... Okay.
And that's all you find in the chests.
I'll give the
Ooh,
spellbook
pointy
to
thing.
Arthur.
I'll take the quiver and arrows.
You don't fire.
No. But... But look, it holds lots of arrows.
Yes, and for someone that uses them, that's useful. But for you, that's not.
Right, so a little while later, the guard captain would return with your druid ally. He says, your friend here is telling me that this place is more dangerous than you're letting on.
As soon as he
No,
walks
you
out,
can-
I go, "Oh my god, you're not dead! How impressive!"
He says, do you, I'm thinking maybe I should have the clerics come back with a more specialized group of mercenaries to handle this.
Why
no,
would you
can
think that?
totally do that.
Or
We
today.
can-
Tomorrow I wouldn't go in here when the skeleton is rested.
He says, well, I don't know if we'll be able to assemble anything by the end of the day, but at least now we know where they are, and we can have people watch this cave so they don't try anything else.
Yeah,
You
and the
already
next time
knew
so-
where they were because you sent us here.
He says,
and
no,
the
I
next time
didn't.
someone... No, that was the druid.
Shara says, I sent you here. Because of
And the next time
strange
someone
rocks.
goes missing, and the next time someone goes missing, you can stand outside and look at it and say, "What a shame."
He says, I'm going to head back to town for now, though. I will leave some guards to keep a watch, and we'll see if we can get someone to come here later today or tomorrow.
Good
Because
luck with that.
if
Then I will fly with them because we're all heading back to town, I think.
are you heading back to town? Oh, and he says, if you're okay with it, I'll take these humans back to town with me. Get them some
So
treatment.
they're with us, so they stay with us and they go with us, and we'll deal with them.
They're my
Yeah.
pets now. I can keep them, right? They're mine now, yeah?
He says, are you sure? They seem like they're in no condition to be here. They look like they need some treatment.
Yes, and we'll bring them back and we'll bring them to the temple and they'll get treatment that way, but they're staying with us.
He says, oh, are you coming back to town now?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
He nods. He says,
Why?
all right.
You can't plane shift. You sent the thing back earlier, remember?
Oh yeah, I punched him to Guyan.
Yeah. We need to sleep.
All right, so the group is heading back to New Havisgard then?
Yep.
All right. Your druid says, Shara says, I think I'm going to stay here and just keep an eye on these guards in the cave. Are you going to come back here tomorrow?
Not a
I don't
clue.
know.
Why?
Well, we still have the woman is still prisoner, and there's still like an area we haven't figured out. So
Don't
for
your
me,
friends have a deadline of before they get executed or sacrificed?
Yes, and we're already behind by a day now.
Yes, we are.
So which ones are important to you? Your friends that are going to be sacrificed to some ancient thing that we have no idea how to beat or fight, or finding some elves?
Mm,
They're not
yeah.
even good at it.
So Tad, you can still message or do a sending to our card every day, right?
Yes.
Until he dies.
It's really hard to talk to them once they're dead.
So you guys, what are you guys saying? Is that we should teleport next to the Nightwalker?
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying that we need to decide which one's more important. Either saving your friend that you want, that you've been going on about trying to save before he gets ritually sacrificed to whatever they're doing, or finding the elves. But I don't think we can keep having an idea that we're going to be able to pull off both. We need to pick one and commit to it. So we either try and find out about the. Let me remember what the thing is that's stalking the place.
The
The night
Nightwalker.
weather, the night walker, night weather thing, the thing that's patrolling around the area. Do research in that and find information out about that, or we need to go and try and save your friend. But you have to accept that one of the things are going to die, either the elves or your friend.
So there is a good point to be made that nobody but us is looking for our friends. Well, now that we have pointed the direction, the church people here can kind of, in New Hampshire, can kind of continue the investigation for the disappeared.
Well, we can have them look into some stuff and try and find out some stuff about the night weather, but I don't think it's going to be a priority for them since they've had 100 years to find stuff out and they've not.
Yeah, no. Clearly, we are the only one that can rescue the friend. So, what's your take, Dad? I mean, we're mostly here because of that attempt to free them.
Well, the only reason I wanted to go here because we had nothing to do, and I thought we could still travel today.
Well,
Yeah.
that was before I got grabbed by a big guy that like nearly killed me.
We can always just do it tomorrow.
We can go.
Right.
We can go back to the material plane first thing tomorrow morning,
Or
and then
later
we
on,
can
like
spend a couple days there. Well, we can
Like we
spend the day with
So-
teleport there, and then we can go to the Shadowfell the day after, at night, and then we can sleep, and then we can go into the place.
Okay, so
I
what
said-
you're saying is that once we teleport or plane shift to the fort, we have to spend a full night and long
have-
rest without any
he can't-
trouble.
Ripple can't
Okay.
plane shift twice one day. He can do it once per
Okay.
day. So it will at least be 2 days before we get to Orcards to try and save him anyway. So
Well-
that's why I'm saying we need to commit to one thing or the other. You guys, they're your friends. You guys need to decide which one's your higher priority for you.
Shara would say, "Well, it sounds like you're going after your friends who've been imprisoned somewhere in that keep you were talking about."
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. I didn't want to come here and waste time trying to get these people out of the cave because this isn't our business.
She says,
The
"Well,
friends are our business.
it's good to
Like,
try to help those in need whenever you can." Shara says, "I mean,
yes, but when
It
you're
is,
trying to
but
pick
we're on a
between
time limit.
but when you're trying to pick between people in need, you'll never run out of it. Besides, we have people that are in need that are their friends. That's why I'm saying we need to pick a route and stick to it. So it's either Orcard and his lot before they're ritually sacrificed, or these Shadowkai elves before they're turned into zombies for that skeleton git.
she says, well, if you need to go after your friends, I'll stay here and try to help the church save the people in the cave. It
Don't
sounds
bother.
like you."
Anyone that goes in that cave is going to die.
Yeah, don't try, don't risk yourself. Just you do you, love.
She says, "Well,
Well, it is also likely. It is also likely that whoever is kidnapping people in New Averscard is coming from here. So if you can kind of just put scouts and warn people somehow that somebody is coming out, you can at least give the heads up and put some show. I don't know. I mean, trying to prevent further abduction.
Al,
well,
it sounds like you're the breaking vote, so which would you rather do? Save Orcard or save the Shadowkai elves?
oh, which would you rather
Cal,
try to do first, right?"
are you
I
talking
mean,
to Cal or Tal?
Al,
I
Tal,
still think
yes.
we could theoretically do both.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
there's
in
really no
theory,
choice. We have to
in
save
theory, I
Orchard.
could. Kieran, in theory, I could become an Archfey and rule the Feywilds, but it's not going to happen. One of them's going to die.
And I'm older, so it's me first.
Well,
By
whatever
5
you
minutes.
decide to do, Shara says, I'm guessing the church is going to try to send some mercenaries here to deal with this, probably some of their church hunters. So I can stay here and try to help them if you decide to go to Aldrin's watch. Maybe we can save the prisoners without you.
The question is, Tal, which
Can
one
I
are
do a
you?
medicine check on her HP?
Oh, she's at full. She hasn't been in any combat.
Yeah, but what's her max? Can
Oh,
you discern
like
that?
kind of what level she is type thing?
Yeah.
Um, so
Level 3.
her level would be probably could you use medicine like that? I mean, technically you are supposed to know what her max HP is. All right. So she would be here, I'll whisper you.
Question is, Tal, which one can you live with more? Because you're like,
Like I said, there's no question. We have to get Orchard.
okay,
Then why did we
Yeah.
come here? Never mind. I don't know why we're here or what we're doing.
they're human.
Yeah, I don't know why he
They
was
will
plane
understand.
shift like that.
Because if not, he was going to die.
He
Because
was.
I choose my brother over your friend.
the guy did like 50% of my fucking HP in one attack. I'm not fucking. Yeah. There is no chance I'm staying in a fight with that.
There you go, Tal.
My brother.
That's her max.
My brother trumps your friend.
I will say generally NPCs have a little bit more HP than PCs, just FYI.
Yeah. But she can at least take a hit. Yeah, she's gonna be fine.
Plus, depending what circle she is, she's got wild shapes or whatever.
And she might not be a
Mhm.
true druid. Not all NPCs have class levels. Like she might be some sort of
Yeah.
druid-like thing, or like druid-like. I want to say creature, but whatever
But
that's called.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to town. I do want to find out what happened to these whimpering
Yes.
people.
All right. So
Yes.
the rest of the group takes several hours returning to New Havisgard. I'll say she gives you directions, and you kind of follow. I guess what's his name as well, Ruvain, because he's going back, taking some of his guards with him. He'll leave 2 guards with Shara just to help keep an eye on things.
Well, he lost his husband. He needs someone else to warm that skeleton.
Okay, so the group returns to town. Your names are recorded, so and Ruvain's with you, so you get in pretty quickly through the east gate. He says, "I'm going to head to the temple." Now, you said you didn't want me to bring these humans with me to get checked and
No, we'll
treated.
all come together to get them checked. Because
Yeah. We're staying.
Just
We're
Okay.
staying
need to
with
take
them.
them back to the material plane tomorrow morning.
yeah, but I kind of want them semi-fixed. I don't want to be bringing back mass murderers.
All right, so
I
go ahead.
don't want to deal with paperwork and having to wait for people, so I'm just going to go to bed.
So as you're moving through the marketplace, you would get a message from Civil Tal. It's in your head, but I'll just say it out loud. He would say, "We had some people look into your claim, and it does appear that the fort is being used by the cultists. We want to help you."
That's good to hear. We're leaving for the material plane tomorrow morning. We can bring a few of your elite warriors with us and teleport there the day after.
You would get another message. He would say, "Are you going to be all right teleporting into the fort? Our sources say they have a large force there. We might want to bring a large force ourselves."
Well, the plan was to teleport on the outskirts and sneak in.
We should. Yeah, I'll spend one more spell. He says we should speak later before you leave. Where are you? Or where can you'd say where can we meet later?
I'm with the church right now. We're probably coming to the market after.
All right, and he wouldn't respond after that because he's already used to 3 spells on that. All right, so you go to the temple. The guards would allow you passage. Several clerics would come out to take a look at the humans. And they say these humans have been affected by the madness of the Shadowfell. They might need a few days to recover. It also seems like some sort of ritual was used on them, and they basically want to take the humans to rest and kind of be treated, if you'll allow
Yeah,
that.
no, not happening. Can any of you greater restoration them?
So they would say it might require more than just greater restoration. They've been under some sort of ritual effect.
Yeah, but can any of you do it?
He says, well, we can't. We're just doctors, but one of the higher priests probably can.
Can you get us a higher priest who can do it then, please?
Give me a persuasion check.
Swear to God, bureaucrat.
We can see if anyone's available.
Thank you. That would be greatly appreciated.
Are you just gonna? I mean, they probably need to at least go rest.
They will when we've dealt with this bit.
He says, "Well, why don't we put them someplace where they can rest, and then we'll get someone to look at them and maybe do a greater restoration.
Oh, for
But
fuck's sake! If you're not going to do it, I'll deal with it myself. And I'm going to do detect thoughts on them, and I'm going to go deep into one of their heads to find out what the fuck happened to them.
so you begin. Are you doing this as a normal spell or as like a psychic
No,
spell?
the psychic spell.
Okay.
So I don't the spell slot, but it is sorcery points.
So something strange. They don't resist you. Usually, a mind will by default resist something like this, but they just kind of let you probe them. So another strange thing is when you detect their thoughts, they don't have any surface thoughts, which is not something you've seen before.
That's
Like
odd.
it's just almost like a blank slate.
All right, I'm going to push in deeper.
So
It's a wisdom saving throw.
yeah, they're just gonna fail it. They're not even gonna try
Okay.
to block you. At least the one you're casting it on. So you push in
I'm going for
deeper.
the one I'm doing it is the first guy we met.
Okay. The first one who you found kind of slumped over that was crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you push in deeper, let me just read the spell here a little more. So what looms large in their mind? Deeper in, there is a lot of concern for what you think are family members. It almost seems like his thoughts are still functioning, but they're kind of buried deep within his mind. And he's unable to maybe express his thoughts well because of whatever was done to him. Like almost like his personality is still in there, just kind of trapped.
So have I pushed as far as I can push, or can I go deeper to try and find it, to find the memories and find?
Well, you see memories of what you think, or maybe his wife and maybe some children, and it seems like he is from the prime material plane. It makes you
Do I,
think maybe this guy was taken prisoner at some point, and whatever
do I know
ritual
if
was
he?
done may have subverted his psyche, almost pushing him into his subconscious.
Can I tell if he's from the Teruvian Empire from our dealings with them? Like, would I know that, or if he's from a different empire?
Um, yeah, you think he was probably like some sort of I'll say maybe a lumberjack.
Okay. And if I've got, well, if that's as far as I can get with him, if I've got enough time, because I think it lasts for up to a minute, can
Yeah.
I shift the other ones as well and do the same to them and see if it's all of them, like all of them feel like
So I'll say
semi-blank slate?
you can get one more. Again, the surface thoughts are blank. You would get the same thing that the second guy.
Okay.
You would feel like almost like his personality has been pushed down into his subconscious. So he's still there, but almost like he can't express himself,
Huh.
which is really
Do we
odd.
want
You
to take?
probably haven't encountered anything like this before.
Do we want to take them with us, or do we want to leave them here with them?
Sharing that with us or not?
Yes, I will.
Aye. So, well, if they cannot be healed here, we should take them back with us when we get back to
The doctor
Gaia.
says we might be able to heal them. We just need to have our people examine them and see what we can do.
The other question is though, if you can heal them, can you send them home? Because we're going home for them. So if
I
you can't,
see.
it makes more sense for them to come with us.
He says, yes, that is a conundrum then. My only worry is that if this does have something to do with the sickness of the void, I don't know if your doctors will be able to treat that. It's something that is kind of unique to the Shadowfell. Though I think whatever happened to them seems like a combination of maybe magic and the ritual, whatever ritual was performed. But yeah, if they need to get home, then I understand. You might want to just take them and hope for the best. I'll leave that up to you. When are you leaving? to go back to your world.
Tomorrow, potentially.
Yeah.
He says, well, why don't you leave them with us for the day and we'll see what we can do for them.
All right, have fun.
He nods and kind of leads them off into the temple. Ruvain says, I'm gonna go get a strike force assembled, and we're definitely gonna move in probably tomorrow to try to get the cultists who are camped out within the cave. So, whether you wish to join us or not, I know you said you had a business to save your friends, so I'll leave that up to you. And yeah, he's gonna take off unless you say anything else to him.
I'll describe every ability that was used on us.
Oh, hang on. I'll just save time. I encode thoughts and use telepathy to project it into his head so he's seen everything they can do and the symbol thing and all that.
Wait, who are you describing this to?
Ruvain.
Remain.
Oh, you mean like what happened in the cave?
Yeah. The whole
Ah.
encounter with
To kind
the
of,
runes,
I
the
see.
symbol, the spying. The
So you're trying
lines.
to prepare him if he's going to go do this. All right. So
Yeah.
you said you're going to try to do some mental thing to just give him the information.
I'm doing encode thoughts, pulling the memories that I've got out of my head, and then using telepathy. Yeah. So I'm going to do it to me, and then I can do it and then I can telepathically connect to Tal and Calgrod, who had a more encounter with him.
Excuse me.
And I
So
can pull the memory out of their head if I'm connected to them telepathically.
all right. So you pull your memories out and let's see. You give them to him through your mental connection. So that is a cantrip, luckily, so that's not too much power. Did you take the spell slot for detect thoughts? Or the, I guess, spell points?
I took the sorcery points away, yeah.
Alright. So he is surprised by the sudden jolt of mental energy as he gets all your thoughts, and he shakes his head. He says, I see. Yes, that bone creature was quite dangerous indeed. I'm glad you all survived. Thank you. These thoughts will come in handy if we encounter it again. It seems like there's some sort of inner area, though, with that portcullis you found. That interests me. That might be where, if there are cultists in this place, that might be where they're holed up. And he nods. He says, all right, this will help a lot. Thank you all.
No worries.
All right, so what is the group going to do? It is probably about 3 o'clock at this point, with all the travel and everything.
Did Tal tell us about Sylvain's?
Not in the presence of the guard, so I'm gonna tell them as soon as we are outside.
Well, as soon as they're out of earshot, I'm gonna go, God, I hate this place. So much bloody bureaucracy.
Alright, so you head outside of the temple, and Tal kind of, as you're going through the area, kind of lets you all know what he heard.
Yep. I told him we would probably meet him at the market, but I can message him a different meeting place if you prefer.
I don't want to go to market, but I'm happy to go to bed and you can all deal with it because they don't really like me at the minute, remember?
Calgrod?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We may want to take a short rest before.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Okay, so you go back to the inn, taking a short rest.
I'll just start a long rest. There's no reason not to.
Well, you'd have to wait for the 24-hour mark, but sure, yeah, you're just resting.
Yeah, I don't need to deal with the market or taking the guys back to the temple, so I'd have just gone straight to the inn, gone to sleep.
All right, so go ahead and...
Hold on.
Yeah.
So are we saying we are not going to the market this afternoon?
You can
Well, if
go to
you
the
guys want to
market.
go to the market, you can, but there's no reason for us to. Well, for me to. If you
And
want to get
I
allies,
don't want to
then
go to the market either, so yeah. So if you guys want to go, you guys go.
I can also
Wait.
tell him to come here.
Well, your call, Tal. I'll come with you if you're going, but after a short rest.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna message him and like ask him to come to the inn instead. I'm sorry, we are really tired from today.
All right, so go ahead and spend a short rest because you're fairly safe in the city right now. An hour would pass, so it's 4 p.m. And yeah, you can spend a short rest to regain resources as is appropriate. He would respond that he'll be there in the evening to meet you in the inn. And I'm guessing you told him like what your room number is and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So unless someone wants to do anything, I'll just pass some time.
yeah, it's fine.
So people are sleeping, resting at the inn. At about 8 o'clock, it's dark out. It's nightfall. You would get a knock at your door, Tal.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it.
All right, so you see a Shadowkai there who you don't recognize. He says, "May I come in?"
Of course.
He steps in and looks
like-
around the room.
We have different rooms, right? So I'm gonna knock on the other guy's rooms.
He casts Detect Magic, and he casts something else you don't exactly recognize as his eyes glow. And you would see at this point his form changes, and he now looks like Civil again. He says, "All right, it seems safe in here."
During the short rest, I'm going to attune to that elven ring that's got water on if it needs it. Cool.
I think you would have to identify it before you can attune to it.
Okay.
I mean, I would have done that. Like,
Sure. So
yeah.
if you identified that, it is a. Here, I'll just link it.
For doing identify, is my quiver magic.
Ooh, really?
And I don't think this actually requires attunement.
No, it doesn't.
You just have to be wearing the ring. You can treat water as a solid surface. But yeah, that's what the ring is. As for the quiver isn't magical. However, the ammunition is. And they
It's not
are.
magic. It's like a high capacity quiver then.
Yeah. Well, I'll say that maybe the arrows were kind of stuffed in there. Like, it's not meant to carry that many. So, like, you probably wouldn't want it to actually have that many while you were traveling. Because it's just normal quiver.
Okay.
But there were 20, or there were 40 of the ammunition, which is. Oh, can I link this one? I can. All right. So it is walloping ammunition.
Okay.
That's what it does. So there's 40 of those. Who took those?
Me.
So you have the 40 arrows. Okay.
Nothing to fire them, but I've got 40 arrows.
So I will talk to Riven about the ring because I kind of feel that as he's flying, I mean, doesn't need as much water walking. I think the ring should go to Isotel or myself.
No, I completely was going to give it you whenever we ran into water. I'd be like, here you go. I just like it because it looks pretty. But completely, like,
Yeah.
if you run into water, I completely am up for giving it you. But I just love
So
wearing pretty.
So I think, Tal, do you have any kind of magical? Because you're the one with heavy armor control. I mean, I'm not wearing a super heavy armor. I think you're probably the one that would benefit the most
So,
from that.
sorry, real quick. We're doing a flashback, I guess, because this would have happened before he got here. So we'll say this was during the day you did these
Yeah,
identifies.
yeah, it's a discussion after the identification.
Okay.
So, Tal, do you have any other power that allows you to kind
No.
of stand on water or something? So I
No.
think you should take the ring then.
I mean, if he wants to hold on to it for prettiness sake, I can let him.
I'll give it you if we ever run into water. I'll completely give it you. But I just like it because it looks
Yeah,
pretty.
I'd
Well,
rather.
the only issue, and of course I'm not there to say anything, but the issue is, like, if during combat you suddenly had to run across water to help someone, you wouldn't have the ring.
Yeah, that's exactly what Calgrod is going to say. You don't know exactly when you are going to need it. Keeping it for prettiness. I mean, if you like it, Riven, we can kind of talk to a jeweler and get you a ring that, use one of these gold bar to buy a ring that looks like that, but would be not as useful. I don't think keeping the ring just for sake of prettiness is. It's Tal's decision.
Riven's gonna take the ring off and use Mage Hand to give it to Tal all the time, death glaring at Calgro, just like.
I'm just gonna take it and put it on.
Aye.
All right, so
It's
Tal
pretty
takes
good
the
magic ammunition.
ring of water walking. So go ahead and transfer it to his inventory. What about the walloping ammunition?
Yeah, can Sprig use it?
So are they like arrows or are they bolts?
They're arrows.
Arrow.
They're arrows, okay.
Yeah, there's 40 of them. So you definitely could split them, but yeah.
Yeah. They're not
Sprig
the
use
strongest one, unless you really want them.
Oh, and the other thing that's nice about them,
Try to sell that.
I think do you all have magical bows?
No.
Because they do count as magic for purposes of damage reduction, even though they're not plus.
Can Sprig shoot them?
Probably not. They're too big.
Okay.
Because Sprig is Sprig tiny or is Sprig small?
Sprig's small. No, Sprig's tiny. I'm small.
Yeah, so you could use them as small, but I don't think Sprig could. They're a little too big for her or him.
Well, that's boring. But no, that's cool. I'll keep them then.
Okay.
Alright. So, walloping ammunition. Is there anything else? So a spell book is not magical, right? It's just a regular spell book.
Yeah, it's a standard 100-page spell book. As I said, you don't think it belonged to the undead creature, as they don't use spell books. But it does have some spells in it, though I don't think anyone here would benefit from that.
Yeah, we don't have
No.
any.
I have one level in wizard.
Oh, then you
maybe
would
you
benefit
would.
from it.
All right.
Just to finish that section, I recorded the scroll of identify, scroll of illusory script, 5 gold bars, the ring of water walking spell book, walloping ammos, and that's it, right?
Yes, I believe so.
All right, so Ripple takes the ammo, and Tal takes the ring, and we leave the spell book, the gold bars, and the scrolls into our kind of group.
There's no point doing the scrolls. They may as well go to Tal. He's the only person who can carry him.
Yeah. They're going to the up for sale part.
Yeah, I agreed. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have for sale, we have a Wand of War Mage +1. We have a scroll.
Don't think we do have the. I took the Wand of the War Mage.
Oh, you did? Ripple? I thought you
Yeah.
took the Cloak of Protection.
The what?
I thought you took the Cloak of Protection.
No, I
I didn't take the Cloak of Protection. If there's
I got the cloak of protection. He's got the wonderful mage.
Also, Riven has a cloak of protection
Yeah.
and Reaper has a wonderful mage. Okay, got it. Fixed. Right. Yeah. So we have only the scroll then. The rest is kind of being used.
Here are
And
the
the spell.
spellbook spells. Just
Wait.
if you're recording them, I put them in chat.
Yeah, the only use for a spellbook is for Tal to copy them. And if you've only got one level, that's 3 spells you can copy.
Yeah.
So just in case you want to copy any of those or do anything with those, there's the information. Or if you want to, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good spellbook actually.
Yeah. It's definitely someone of some power owned that spell book before because it's got some higher level spells recorded. But anyway, it is. So anything else in this flashback, or shall we fast forward? Okay.
No, I think we're set. Yep.
So back to the present. Civil enters the room. Looks like he does some spells, possibly to make sure there's no one scrying or keeping an eye on things. And he says, yes, bring your allies in if you wish them to hear this as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna knock on their doors.
And sleep them.
So you would see, everyone kind of comes in, and Sybil would say, it does look like your tip paid off. Not only is there a cultist force in the old fort, it's a fairly substantial one. We would count a small army, in fact. I don't know what they're doing there, but it seems like they've been hiding out there for, I would guess, for a decent amount of time. If we wish to, he says, I know you wish to go there to help your friends, but I think doing so, we would need to bring some forces there with us, or with you, which we can help with if you're willing to have us as allies.
Of course, any help is welcome.
This is
How
excellent.
How far away is that fort? By foot.
He says, by foot it's a few days, and bringing troops there will be complications. Biggest of which is the reason we haven't been there for so long. The area is hounded by the Nightwalker, which for some reason, what our scouts had told us, it doesn't seem to be attacking the fort, which is very odd indeed. Now, there are caves nearby that might be able to shield our armies and keep them out of the view of the Nightwalker, but we need to do some reconnaissance and see if there's a path through those caves that can keep our men safe. This will take us some time, probably a couple of days. I know that you want to save your friends, but I think attacking the fort directly would be suicidal. So, would you be willing to wait so we can do this the more safe way? Or do you have some way of maybe infiltrating where you wouldn't be fighting their whole force one-on-one?
Walking quietly.
Yeah, we were thinking of sneaking in, maybe figuring out the lay of the land, and then I mean, if we could grab our friend, we can just teleport them with us, or like plane shift them with us. But so our main issues was not as much to take down everybody, was to take in and just live with our friends.
As well, the Midnight Pyre definitely wants to take out this force if at all possible. Having them this close to New Havisgard could be dangerous, and obviously they are up to something. So we, for now, we can start looking into ways to bring an army close to the fort, and while we're doing that, perhaps you could look into quietly saving your friends. But if you wish to wait for us, we can have an army to help you, and maybe you wouldn't even have to sneak in. We could just fight our way in.
Can that army
How
take
long
the
will that
Shadowwalker?
He says, well, that's one of the things we need to figure out. If the caves nearby could hide our army's approach and if they'd protect us from the Shadow Walker. Because the mountains near the fort do have some cave systems in them, so we'd have to look for a way to hide our people as they approach, because we couldn't go directly through the valley. It
Quick
would be
question.
suicide.
All this is wonderful planning and everything. How far is the nearest town to them?
New Havisgard is the closest town to the old fort.
Right. So you're hoping that all of us, are going to not get taken over by the thing that corrupts the Shadowfell and sends us all driving, sparking mad.
Well, 3 days shouldn't be enough time for the sickness to take hold. Even for you, who is not of this plane, I think you'd be okay. It usually takes weeks, even for outsiders. So
I'm
you're.
leaving tomorrow anyway.
Oh, but wait, you're Fey. You might
Yeah,
be
well,
more.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, he says
Are
Fey.
we?
I think you'd still be okay, but I don't know much about how the madness affects Fey creatures, as I know you are almost the polar opposite of those from the Shadowfell. He says, I could look into it. But yeah, that's my offer. I would like to, as I said, scout out the area, bring in an army, and attack the fort. And I think with your help, it would make it much easier. Though I understand if you want to try to get your friends out before then, because this plan would take a couple of days, and we don't know how long your prisoner friends have. But yeah, just be warned that going into the fort, you'd face a very dangerous situation. He says that's all I really had to say at this point. Plans are already in motion from my superiors as to what we're going to do, but I was told to let you know and get feedback from you if you wish to help us or if you are going your own direction.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think we should go ahead with our plan and teleport there. If we can't find a way in, we will just wait for the army and join them.
He says, yeah, there are some caves in the nearby mountains, so you could probably take sanctuary in those. They were used during the war to house some of the soldiers, but we don't know what lives there now, so you definitely want to be cautious.
And do you have any knowledge of the powers of the Nightwalker?
He says, I know that it is an extremely dangerous creature that is infused with void energy. I know it can fling this void energy around, but other than that, I don't know much about its powers. Well, actually, here, he'd probably know about it. I'll give you some info on the Void Walker.
The Voidwalker.
Or, sorry, the Night Walker.
Yeah.
Void Walker does sound cooler.
Yeah.
Well, you're the DM. You can change its name whenever you want.
True.
The
Who
original
needs
name isn't.
consistency?
The original name was never the Nightwalker. The original name was the Voidwalker.
We just all misremembered.
No, it's a Night Walker. I just misspoke.
Okay.
So I'll say he has a book with him, and he'll show you a picture of it. But let me cover some of this information because you would know all this stuff.
What's the book written in?
It's Elven.
Well, I don't read Elven.
Yeah. So there's a picture in the book he shows you.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty.
Uh, And here is, I guess, some info on it. Is this going to copy paste correctly? So he's, I'll say he's showing you some passages. Oh, I didn't copy paste that well. Let me clean this up a little. Here, well, you could probably decipher some of this. Oh, maybe not.
Okay, necrotic. It's got nice dark vision. Okay. Ooh, powerful. Ooh, it can fly.
Yeah, so basically, it gave you some of the relevant stuff. So you
Okay.
ignore like some of that stuff, but like the damage resistance, the immunities, condition immunities.
Oh, I'm useless in that fight then.
Well, what I'm
Six
looking
points.
at is passive perception 9.
Yeah, I'm pretty much useless in the fight then.
He would say that it's not a very smart creature, but it's extremely dangerous because of all the necrotic energies that come off of it. We know that it, even getting close to it, it will start to wither anything that's living.
Yeah.
Okay. And when we're talking close, we're talking what, like 60 feet, 120 feet, or like 30 feet?
It is 30 feet, the aura
30
around
feet.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
other than
massive.
that, it's melee.
Okay. So it is not actually. I think I can give you its attacks here.
But it's
So
considered it's an undead, right?
it is considered undead. So it attacks with enervating energies as its main attack. Here, I'll show you kind of what that is. And it has a more dangerous attack that it can only employ once in a while.
Ouch. Aye, that's pretty powerful.
So the first one is its main attack. The second one is more of an ability it can do.
Okay. Yeah. So okay,
Yeah, no, we're fucked.
yeah, we would have to avoid that creature while trying to find a way in, right?
He
I don't
says,
think we can take it.
yeah,
Right.
he says we've pretty much avoided going to that area because of that creature. So the ideal situation is to just avoid it. Because it doesn't really, it's not very smart. It just sort of seeks out life to snuff. We think it's some kind of creature of the void. And if you look at the bio of the creature I revealed, it talks more about the Nightwalker, like what their purpose is and what creates them. So if you want to read more about that, but we are a little bit over. So why don't we do MVP and end for this session?
Thing gets rid of all of my damage spells. And then counters all of my other abilities. Cool.
Yeah, it's sort of like a big like undead zombie creature almost, but instead of being easy to kill, it like just withers everything near it to crap.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so with 2 votes, Riven, you are MVP.
Okay, thank you.
Good job, everyone.
Very
I'm
shocked.
sorry the creature escaped your grasp, but you did manage to save some people.
Yeah.
Well, we found some humans, which is great to bring back to Gaian, although they are in a kind of poor shape.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to take some notes, but I'll be here a bit if anyone wants to talk. Otherwise, I'll see you all next Monday.
All right.
Next
See you all
week.
next Monday. Do we get a new player joining next week, or is that still
No, the
happening?
one, so he ended up going with a different game, unfortunately. But
Okay.
I'm still recruiting. It's weird. All my other games are full, but Monday afternoon, for some reason, is just a huge pain in the butt to recruit for. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a harder time slot.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna keep looking, and hopefully we find someone soon.
Yeah, no problem. 4 is fine.
Yeah,
I was just curious about that. All right. Take care, guys. Bye bye. See you
yeah.
next
Take
week.
care.
Yeah.
Bye.
And thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream, and another one at 5:30 today in about 3 hours from now if anyone wants to watch then. Otherwise, take care.